What's up, pups? How you guys doing? I'm doing awesome, thanks for asking. Today is my first ever question and answers video. Not gonna lie, I was pretty surprised at how many questions I actually got. Wasn't expecting that. I thought maybe like 2 or 3 people would ask me and it would be like the huge, you know, like it would be like, you know, people who are always... Is that a huge white spider? What? Is there anything about your person you're particularly sensitive about? Probably being touched. I don't like to be touched. Mostly just by people I don't know. I don't so much mind when like my friend walks up to me and like passes me on the shoulder or the back or like, you know, like says hey and normal high five. I don't know what that was, sorry. Guys, just forget about butt grabbing. Like, I will punch you in your face. I also don't like being ninja'd when I'm standing, minding my own business, and all of a sudden someone comes up from behind me and like hugs me or like grabs me, because then I'm just gonna get angry and probably elbow someone like I did the other day. It was an accident, because it ended up being my friend. So if you're thinking about ninja hugging me, if you see me at Playlist, please don't. Like, maybe call my name first and then run at me with a hug, because then I will be expecting it. What is your favorite type of flower? I think a lot of different types of flowers are pretty, but I don't really have a favorite. Actually, flowers are my least favorite type of gift. Like, I am an adamant supporter of never receiving flowers from a boy or never giving flowers as a gift. Unless they are fake flowers, because fake flowers last forever and real flowers die. And I feel like it's a horrible metaphor for a relationship to give flowers to someone when they're going to die. It's like, hey, I love you temporarily. If you've watched Doctor Who yet, what do you think of it? I actually have not watched Doctor Who yet. I've watched like bits and pieces of episodes off of YouTube, and I started watching a couple episodes on BBC, but I don't want to start watching it in the middle, so I'm trying to eventually watch it from the beginning of season 9, I think is the one that people say is most readily available. Did you ever find it strange that vessels in Star Trek tend to orbit planets on their side? No? Were you always so cute and beautiful, or were you one of those kids you'd never guess would grow up to be attractive? I was one of those kids that was not so good looking in high school and middle school, and for some reason, like, if there were a Mean Girls lunch table set of, you know, the popular jocks and the cool Asians and the nerds and the girls who eat their problems and the coolest people you ever meet, I was at the table by myself. I would just be the girl hiding in the bathroom, like Lindsay Lohan was. That was me. I floated from social group to social group. I never really had a home. Like, I never really had a set of friends that I could say, this is where I belong. I kind of floated around, and you know, things got better after high school. What's the biggest telescope you've ever looked through? This is the biggest telescope that I've ever looked through. It was given to me as an Easter gift by a friend, and it's not so big, but it's really cool. What do you think should be our priorities when it comes to space exploration? To be honest with you, I think it's very important to learn about outer space, because I mean, we are just one small speck in like a humongous universe, and it's definitely extremely important to know what's out there, because I definitely don't believe that we are the only planet in this entire universe that has life on it. It's impossible. We're just one planet in like a universe of billions and billions and billions of stars and planets, and so if you are one of those people that say, I don't believe in aliens, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I love you. I do love you. But I do think that there are more important things on our planet Earth that need to be taken care of before we start spending lots and lots of money to go search other things. You complain about Florida on occasion. Do you like cold weather? And what's wrong with Florida? I do like cold weather. And what's wrong with Florida is that it's hot and humid and muggy and disgusting, and I don't like the beach. Not so much that I don't like the waves and the water. I mean, I don't, because there's sea creatures in it, and if I see little fish, like when I'm getting into the water and there's fish, I won't go, because I don't like animals touching me in the water. I don't like sand. Sand gets everywhere. You go home and you take like 5 showers, and like a week later you're still finding sand. You're like, where did that come from? Like, where? I don't know, it's secretive. And it's just growing up somewhere else and then coming here. Like, yeah, Florida's great for like vacationing and stuff, but it doesn't feel like a real place. I like looking outside and seeing mountains and the distance, and I can't do that here. What aspect of your career goal is important to you? Actually getting a career would be really important to me. I like to modify games. Have you ever tried it or wished you could change something about a game? Maybe change it so that it's super easy so I can beat it. I don't know if you guys have played Mortal Kombat, but ridiculous. It's impossible to beat Kintaro and get to Shao Kahn. And if you do beat Kintaro on some amazing level of luck, Shao Kahn is like undefeatable. Like he sits there and taunts you and then you can never win. Like I don't understand what it is, but it's like they just up the ante every time. It's like no matter what, I'm at Kintaro and I'm like, okay, let me beat you. I beat him one round. Well then in the next round, he unleashes the beast, no pun intended, and all of a sudden he's just, whoa! And I'm like, what? Like, I don't get it. Their AI in that game is ridiculous. And I think that's why it got such bad ratings, because Mortal Kombat, it's great on visual effects, and the X-ray attacks are amazing, but you can't beat anybody. Make it hard, yeah, but don't make it impossible. Any thoughts on Ron Paul? Not really. When words once found with ease and haste now swiftly slip from my mind's embrace, would it be lacking grace or miss to end a message with a kiss? You make that up on your own? I mean, that's not bad. What turns you on or off in a guy? Turn-ons would be looking like a child's TV show cartoon character. That always helps. Specifically if you are a boy genius character, that's good. And if you play video games or like Harry Potter, that's definitely a turn-on. Turn-offs would be not playing video games and not liking Harry Potter. Any plans this year, Veda or collabs? I plan on doing Veda this year, and I plan on not screwing it up like I did last year, because I think last year I did it till the 15th of April, and then all of a sudden I was just like, nah, I'm good. I want to do Veda this year and I want to do it all. I know it's going to be really hard and seemingly impossible, but I would really like to vlog all summer too, just because I know I'm going to be working my butt off, but I'm just going to be working and I'm not going to be in school because I'm going to be moving and going to VidCon. So I would like to vlog every day in the summer too. I'm going to try. It's going to be a personal goal. I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it happens. This upcoming March I'll be doing some videos with Really Random. I don't know if you guys heard, but they're flying out actually from Texas to come visit me for a week in March, and we're going to go to Playlist. And that should be cool, so there should be videos coming out of that. Sean McCarthy and me will probably be making some videos, and then when I move to Orlando, hopefully I'll make videos with people who live up there, so we'll see. What's your Patronus? Either an owl or a wolf. What's your gamer tag? Kayleigh Kill. Just like my YouTube channel, except there's a space between Kayleigh and Kill. So yes, if you want to add me on Xbox, please do. Don't be a creeper, but yes, my gamer tag is Kayleigh Kill. Tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Why do I feel like this is lyrics to something that I don't listen to? Snape versus Dumbledore, who wins? If we're going by storyline, obviously Snape wins because he kills Dumbledore, but if we're going by a fair fight, Dumbledore would absolutely win. Snape has no chance. Dumbledore has the Elder Wand, or had the Elder Wand. He would take him out in like a hot second. What games do you play other than Star Wars The Old Republic? Well, I used to play World of Warcraft before Star Wars The Old Republic, and I kind of replaced that with that. But I do play Mortal Kombat, Fable 3, StarCraft, but not online. I played Brood War and Command & Conquer, every single one. I played Diablo. I'm waiting patiently for Diablo 3 to come out. How do I stop being cute and funny? Love, Richie Holiday. It's impossible. I'm sorry. You'll never stop being cute and funny because you're perfect. And I love you. What's your earliest memory growing up? For some reason, the first memory that pops into my head is when I was really young and I was walking on the sidewalk and I think I was like blowing bubbles or something, and I went to blow a bubble and there was like a bee on me or something, like on my hand, and I'm like, oh my god, you get off me, you stupid bee. But when I was little, I remember my mom telling me that stupid was a bad word, so I immediately felt horrible and burst out into tears and went and got my mom, and I remember sitting with her for 10 minutes and like I was just like sniffling, like and she's like, what's wrong? Are you hurt? And I'm like, no, and she's like, what's wrong? And finally after 10 minutes I spit it out and I'm like, I said stupid, and she just burst out laughing, and I was like, what? Other than Florida, where would you live? California. LA specifically. Are you aware that jousting is a sport? Yes, I am actually. If JK ever decided to write a new Harry Potter book, what do you think would be a better storyline? J.K. Rowling is a perfect human being who wrote a perfect story and created a perfect world, and I wouldn't change one thing except for me being there in the story. Why are you such a good motivation? I didn't know that I was, to be honest with you, because I am a horrible motivator for myself. I can never motivate myself to do anything. I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'm gonna wash my car today. End of the day comes, what happened? I played video games all day. What? My car's still dirty. That sucks. Oh, I'm gonna eat healthy today. What? What's that? Did someone buy cookies? I'm gonna eat all of them right now. You've never been interested in playing an instrument? I don't know. I've just tried to learn so many instruments, and I own a lot of instruments. I just don't play a lot of instruments. I think in my closet I have a violin, a guitar, a ukulele, a tambourine. I also own a synthesizer because I wanted to learn how to play the keyboard synth. I have one of those too. What does the scouter say about your power level? It's over 9,000! I wish I could make my hair go, ah! Favorite of the Back to the Future movies? Oh, that's so difficult because they're all so good. The first one. Oh, it's so good. I want to watch them right now. Disney or Universal? I love Universal because of Harry Potter World. Disney used to be my favorite, but I think now it's Universal. If you could be any Disney princess, who would you be? Probably, I mean, this doesn't really count since it's not an original Disney story, but I love Tangled, so probably Rapunzel. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Maybe working on like movies and TV shows. That would be great. What was your favorite show as a kid? Are You Afraid of the Dark was hands down my favorite show. Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why does this have so many likes? If I had the answer, I probably would have a boyfriend. Do you want kids with Drew Bolden? Why does this have 2 likes? Even better question, who's Drew Bolden? Why is your favorite comic book character Silk Spectra? Did you like Watchmen? She's not my favorite comic book character. If I had to pick a favorite comic book character, it would absolutely be Spider-Man. I am a big Peter Parker fan. Silk Spectra is just my favorite character out of Watchmen. If your car was running low on gas and you had just enough gas to make it to the gas station, do you find me attractive? Oh, you're Drew Bolden. Okay, so your question does not make sense. But yes, if I had just enough gas to get to the gas station, I probably would find you attractive. Actually, I have no gas in my car right now. That just reminded me. Thank you. And that's all the questions you guys have sent me. You guys can ask whatever you want. I'll answer anything. Promise. Anything and everything, I will answer your question. If you ask it, I will answer it. So, yeah, if you like it, like the video so I know that you enjoy this type of video, and then, yeah. So, great. Peace out, Trouts.